Okay. Hi. Oh, let's do a couple more things here. Sorry, guys. Hi. Hey. It's Skycat Live! What's up, guys? It's 8 o'clock, 8:05 p.m. on an 8/23/2024, and I'm Skycat Live, and you're you, and we're all fucking with each other. What's up? You're on the Skycat Live channel. We're about to do some World of Warcraft Day 2 of the wonderful War Within expansion, which I'm enjoying immensely. Oh, I've got to change my title slightly. It mentioned that I'm level 75. Level 75. Come back here. Wow, Within level 75. Today I'm level 75 and I will push for 70, or I'm actually 76, I think. I'm 76. Level 76. There we go. Sorry, gonna change the. Okay, and we go. Brr, brr, brr. Second day, we're only 4 levels away. Let's see what kind of headway we can get. Now you have not. Okay, the stream goes live in 15 seconds, and it's good to see you guys. Sorry, I was just dealing with everything. So, JD Vance is a jackass who can't even, order donuts correctly. The DNC was a resounding success, I would say, and it's an interesting time to be alive. We have renewed hope on the left side of this country after, decrepit dinosaurs and diaper dons and all that stuff. And so here we are. Today is the second day of the War Within World of Warcraft expansion. I forgot about Battle for Azeroth yesterday, and I rattled off all of the expansions in a row, and I remember completing all of them, except for, I did complete BFA, actually. I did complete BFA. I have my Lore Master for BFA, for Horde side. And I want to list them off. Let's see if I can list them off again. Right, there's Classic, TBC, Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, Miss Pandaria, Classic, TBC, Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, Miss Pandaria, Warlords of Draenor's number 6, Legion, Battle for Azeroth, 8, Shadowlands, 9, and Dragonflight is 10. And now we're on expansion number 11. I'm like those EverQuest guys that were in Fires of Heaven. I've been around for all of it. I've done all of it. All 11. I've got all the lore masters. Got them when they were current. I am probably one of their best customers, frankly. But I've spent something like 10 grand on them. I am one of their best customers, definitely. And I'm excited to go back to the War Within today. I'm gonna drop it off the big face here. I just wanted to kind of talk about it. We're on number 11, and I feel really like yesterday was a special day for me. I feel very honored to be alive in this special time of my life where I can like, I have a piece of paper, a quote I heard the other day. What is it? It's I have a contract now. Gotta take a swim in Lake Just Desserts today. I gotta take a swim in Lake Just Desserts. It's everybody has a midlife crisis. I'm having a midlife affirmation. Like, honestly, I would say my drug addiction was my midlife crisis, I suppose. But I mean, really, like, but what I really feel like I have is a midlife affirmation where I am not in crisis and I am not fucked out, and I'm poor, but I'm not unhappy, and I want for nothing because we budget and we take care of everything, and we take care of other people, and they take care of us, and all this. And so I just feel blessed to have a clean house, and a wonderful stream, and I feel blessed to be able to play The War Within, and really the music was the biggest part for me, and I don't know what what the composer for this expansion's name is. I suppose I could go find out. Let's go find out what the name of the composer is. Who composed the War Within soundtrack? Wow, right? The War Within main title music, right? Music is maybe the best login music in the last 10 years. Very atmospheric use of the Celeste and the Fiordi type is within the. Who made the. Neil McCree, The Legend of World of War. Okay, is it Neil McCree? No, he's got to have more than 13,000 followers. Who did. Who composes. Who composes the WoW? Is it Cat? Oh no, Cat. Yeah, Kaz Algar. Who does this stuff? Who makes this music? Who made the WoW soundtrack? Jason Hayes, Tracy W. Bush, Derek Duke, and Glenn Stafford, and it is conducted by Imier No One. Imier No One. Jason Hayes, Tracy W. Bush, Derek Duke, and Glenn Stafford, and all the people that work at the World of Warcraft music. I gotta say, you guys changed my fucking life. You did. I was listening to, I popped into, I believe your best work to be Winter Grasp. And I'm sure you guys probably think so too, but I don't know. Maybe you don't. But I think Winter Grasp was your best work. I think it is the greatest suite of any video game track of all time. It's a wonderful, wonderful soundtrack. And you guys have been there for me for 23 years of my life. The music is what got me through all this. Oftentimes, you notice that I turn it on and off all the time because sometimes I can't handle it. Sometimes it doesn't fit the situation. Sometimes you can't hear the NPCs. It's truly tragic because if there was some way to keep the music on all the time, I would, because it is that good, and I want to say thank you. Some people don't look so deeply is to actually acknowledge the people in their life that make things better. Without the there were times in my life, just a couple of years before one of my best friends committed a murder suicide and killed his father, and I remember one of the few times before I ever saw him again. We were sitting outside of a place called The Church in Denver. And it's on 2180 South Layton Street. It's a beautiful it's The Church. I'm sorry, it's 1160 Lincoln. The Church nightclub. And we were sitting outside of the Church nightclub, and I could tell something was really wrong. And I think it was because he had a cocaine addiction, but he didn't want to tell me or something like that. We were just sitting there, and we left the club, and we were sitting in this car, and I could tell he wanted to tell me something really terrible, and I don't know what it was. I still don't know. It could have been so many different things. And I just put on Winter Grasp because I knew that it was like the winter of our lives, and if we didn't plug the holes in the wall and fix all the problems and fight the masses being stupid and all this other stuff and man the walls and be there, and yell dragon when the dragon comes and all this. And so I was playing Winter Grasp, and he could tell it was just battle music. I was just playing battle music for us. That was the best way that I knew how to tell my friend what we were going through. I had no words of advice for surviving this fucking hell that the elder generations built or whatever. He didn't make it, But, when you're in one of those crucial moments in your life when you're looking at somebody and you see a wreck of a human being and you're trying to help, but you don't have the words, and you put on something like the Winter Grasp suite, you know that music really did change the world. And thank you. I know that's a terribly depressing story, but I mean, Winter Grasp was the music that is the sort of music that I put on in times like that. The last time I was feeling suicidal thoughts was when I had to address it with my case manager too. Was when I was living in the madhouse, and I put on Secret of Mana. And I played it for 5 hours. I just put on the Secret of Mana OST. And I just fetishistically returned to this place in my youth where uh, I was like 12 years old, and I had just found out that my parents are going to get divorced, and I knew that their relationship was over, and we just moved to California. I didn't have any friends. I was in a new school. I was like 12, and I remember I convinced my friend. I gave him like 5 Magic cards and 2 other games and like $15, and he let me borrow his Secret of Mana cartridge, which was his prized possession, and it became my prized possession too. And I returned that. It was a friend of mine named Russell, and I returned that cartridge to him 5 years later. We hadn't even talked 2 years later, and I was like, "Hey, I want to send this video game cartridge to a friend of mine." My mom was like, "What?" And I was like, "I want to send a video game cartridge to a friend I haven't seen in 5 years. He did something for me when in a really dark time in my life." And she's like, "You are 15. Why do you talk like this?" And I was like, "Well, he did. He did something for me in a really tough time in my life about 3 years ago. He like gave me a video game cartridge when I really needed it." Secret of Mana was my escape from pretty much the evolution of their marriage, the fighting, the moving, having to switch friend circles like 7 times, changing schools like 20 times, moving in motels and all that horse shit, right? Like Secret of Mana was this open world that I could easily just get lost in, and I still do this. This is what you are seeing on the stream right now. And I mean, WoW to me is like the new Secret of Mana, and so the soundtracks that I put on in the most crucial times of my life are not oddball cheesy shit like Queen or Bowie or Prince or Celebrate Good Times or anything like that. I put on the Secret of Mana soundtrack, the Chrono Trigger soundtrack, the Jeremy Soule Skyrim suite, the Jeremy Soule Morrowind suite, the Jeremy Soule Oblivion suite. This was the music in the time of my life when there wasn't war-torn bullshit and this endless battle between the left and the right, the idiocy and the fucking like the lowered standards, the persecution over drugs and sex and life choices and lifestyles. I mean, it was just a happier time in my life when I just didn't know how dark the world was. And so shout out to the composers, and I didn't want to go do some cheesy fucking thing, but I mean, like, I knew what I was trying to do there. I was gonna skate past trying to say their names, I was gonna try and skate past it and just be like, I'll be lazy and somebody else will acknowledge them, But no, thank you, Jason Hayes, Tracy W. Bush, Derek Duke, Glenn Stafford, and I mere no one. I really, really love your work, and thank you for being there for 23 solid fucking years of my fucking life. You guys are like the veritable goddamn Billy Joel Piano Man for me. My father sang Piano Man, and my favorite singer when I was growing up was Billy Joel. But there was this point when I was 12, and I was like, I don't want to hear poor dudes whining into their beer anymore. I just don't. I don't want to hear the Bard. I don't want to hear the Troubadour. I don't want to hear Bruce Springsteen. I don't want to hear fucking Billy Joel anymore. There was this point when I was about 13. I was like, I'm going punk and Sublime, and I'm never looking back. I don't want to hear these old dudes crying to their fucking beer and all that. And so what I used to replace all of those things that I grew up with, the cheesy ass bands like fucking Journey and Billy Joel, fucking Zeppelin and Beatles, Pink Floyd and stuff, and I love those bands, and not all of them are cheesy at all. Some of them are god bands to me. But when I left the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, when I just left it because I was not recognized by it and the music was boring to me, I spent my time there and I wrote albums there and I tried to build a band there. I try to do my thing and try to reach the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame like any other singer out there. And these were the people that I used to replace the absence of rock and roll in my life. Video game suites. And this was because no matter what, these people, they remain relentlessly cheerful. Even in the darkest music that they write about war and starvation and death and loss and stuff, it is still relentlessly cheerful at some point in the song. It's never You know, it's never this blues all the time. And so I fundamentally reverted to the video game soundtracks of my life, you know, over the rock and roll, over the Beatles, over classical music, almost everything, I would say, except for like punk rock, progressive rock, grunge rock. Those were the rocks I was able to like keep. The rest of them I just kind of threw back in the pool. I was like, yeah, I like Queen or whatever, but I don't ever want to hear him again. I like Elton John. I don't ever want to fucking hear him again. I like Billy Joel. I don't ever want to fucking hear him again. I like a lot of those old artists. I like Zeppelin. I want to hear them again because I believe they were doing something deeper. The message is there, but a lot of it lacks the message. I think even the deepest video game music has such strong messages to it, which is why I pause and give them like a half an hour fucking, you know, I just dedicate a soliloquy to them or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like I just sit there and I, you know, unplanned, just I give them like a big dick sucking session for half an hour and I tell them how much I love them because you guys are, you know, you guys move worlds for me. Distant worlds. And if you're in the know, you know what I'm talking about. You guys move worlds for me. Distant worlds. And if I'm putting on Winter Spring to save my friend's life, you know these fucking musicians are good. You know they're good like Lennon, Paul, Elvis. I will speak for an audience that is not there, for people who will never see me or hear me speak. I do not care. It does not change the fucking reality, you know? The reality is that, you know, your music, your soundtrack saved my life. It always saves my life. It made the life worth saving. And, you know, somebody should give you some recognition. I constantly use these composers. I constantly use them. I throw them on. I play their music in their games and stuff. And I don't ever thank them. You know, and I every once in a while I'm going to thank them. You know, and let it never be said that I don't think.
Patch says, "Hey Zincala, did you get in the parts I asked for?"
That I don't think
Zincala says, "Hey Patch, these parts you asked for are real hard to find.
Never
get something cheaper if you like."
Never let it be said that I don't.
Patch says, "Nah, we need these for FMOD. Only the best parts for it." Zincala says, "Sorry Mon, maybe come back after the next shipment."
Okay, so
Patch says, "Next shipment you say."
I have 16,460 gold.
Zincala says, "Ha, no thanks. I need my
I'm
supplies
going
on my
to check
I'll make sure you'll get those
this.
parts."
I'm going to check this
Says,
situation with the spell threads that I did. 644 goddamn spell threads.
Option cancelled.
Fucking so stupid. Well, I'll never want for spell threads ever again.
You receive item, Vibrant Spell Thread X44. You receive item, Vibrant Spell Thread X50.
Oops.
You receive item, Vibrant Spell Thread X50.
Yeah, 600 is gonna be a bit. Yeah, that's it's a lot. You know.
You receive item, Vibrant Spell Thread X50.
Is that good?
You receive item, Vibrant Spell Thread X50.
Yep.
You receive item, Vibrant Spell Thread X50. 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 You receive item, Vibrant Spell Thread X50.
644 spell threads at 25.8. See, and this other idiot did it too. I accidentally bought 600 fucking spell threads, and I'm not the only one either. I think some other dude did that too. Can you see it? It's their fucking UI. You can see it. See this weird conspicuous number at half the price it was yesterday? It's because the UI fuck bombs you and forces you to buy 600 of something by mistake. See it? Fucking see it? See me post 644 just like this motherfucker. See it? It's like what? Or he's just max matching my fucking bet or whatever. I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck's going on, and I don't care. I just want my money back, motherfucker. I lost like 3,000 gold on that or something like that. That's fine. That's like a day's, or not even a day. It's like a quarter day's fucking, it's like a quarter day's fucking profit, but it still sucks, it like sucks. You shouldn't have bombed me for 600. That is insane. That is an insane amount of money to blow on You know, fucking one item. You should have been like, are you really sure? Really, truly, double dog dare sure that you want 650 fucking spell threads? This should make you triple confirm. Because it's like, who the fuck would want that many things? That's, you know, maybe people do buy like that, but they don't do it often. There should be like a triple buy. It should be like, are you really sure? Because this is a lot. It is half your money. It should really warn you. 509 flying kobold seatbelt. 509 515. I suppose it would behoove me to go check the availability of any upgrades with 2Ds for double dose of this pimpin'. Armor, filter. How are we else are we doing here? Are we doing good here? Let's see. Yep. Live streaming. Edit. Yep. All that shit. And then what level am I? Am I 76? Yes, I am, and I'm about to be 77. All right. So now we're gonna go sell. Oh no, I'm sorry. We're gonna go buy some mail. Upgrades only. 564 Brigandine chest. 30 eye level upgrade for 5,900. There's a belt, 564. Big upgrade. Spell to the Fire Flash, 564. And they're all ranging up. Here's one that's cheap. Legs, 561 legs. I'll definitely buy this by road immediately. Sold. Oh, look at that. I got something that's worth 10,000 gold for 300 or something like that. Look at that. And I'm not kidding. This is worth like 5 fucking... I should just reflip it. Look, like the appraisal says, 45,000. And he's selling it for 340. So I knew it. I knew I should look. I knew I should look. Oh, I'm too low level. Why am I too low level? Oh, it's level 80.
Red Hood prepares a delicious batch of everything stew for everyone to enjoy.
Why is this level 80? I'm just going to repost it then. I'm going to repost it for 10,000. I'm just going to repost this, and if it sells, it sells. I bet it does sell day one. I bet this does sell day one. I'm putting this up for more. Look, this guy wants 50,000. I don't know, man. You want 50. I'll ask for half of that. How's that? I don't know. What will people blow on this? I'd say they go as high as 14,420. 14,420. I could put a bid on it, like something insane, like 5 grand. And yeah, I'll put a bid on it for 5 grand. You can get a bid on this, or you can just sweep it for 1440. Now, I mean, what are you doing here, you stupid piece of shit? What are you doing here? You fucking suck so much dick. For fuck's sake. 420. No, yeah, the buyout. No, but I don't want this. I want an auction. I want to sell this. Yes, for 14,420. No, for 5,000 bid. 14,420. Yes. Now, what is your fucking problem? What's your malfunction here? You are not selling this item. I need you to allow me to post this item. Why are you doing this? You suck so much. Jesus Christ, you suck so much. 14,420. Nope, I don't want to buy it. I don't want to. No. The bid price is 5,000. The buyout is 14,420, bitch. And yeah, did you finally get it? Yeah, I think you did. And I'll come back in 4 levels. And if it's still here, I'll use it. And if it's not, then oh well. What other little buys like this can I get? Oh, I like that sound. Oh. Anything else that's cheap? Anything else that's cheap? There's a belt for fucking $33.99.
First mate Jamboya says, hey Shiri, we be looking for a large steel box, resistant to seawater. Shiri says, Jamboya, I don't care how many times you come here. I'm not going to help you trap your old captain at the bottom of the ocean.
That's just
a
an
special kind
upgrade
of cool.
for... Oh, no, but it's level 70, but it's 558. Just buy it.
First mate Jamboya says,
No, it's level 80.
Shiri. This is for something else entirely.
Why is this level 80? It's so cheap, though.
Shiri says, and I be guessing you want this box to be roughly large enough to fit
I'm
control
just
inside.
gonna buy this stuff. It's stupid not to buy this for that much money. That...
First mate Jamboya says, I mean, that be roughly the size we be after, but it has nothing to do with trapping a troll in it.
Oh,
We're trying to trap
no. I'm gonna get stuck here forever. Yep, buy that thing. Buy that. That is far too cheap for that.
First mate Jamboya says,
Bye.
I mean, yes, an alpaca, of course.
What else is here? Yeah, I know you've got more. I know you
Shiri
do.
rolls her eyes at Jamboya.
I'm gonna make so much money off this on
so
launch day.
We'll give Nora your best.
You got more of this? I think you
Shiri
do.
says,
You got
"Thank you very
more? Yeah, I bet you do. I'm down at 14k. 14k, 561 expeditionary belt. It says requires level 70, but when you go to look, and it says 80. 1200 for 558 belt of the Aurora. How many though? They're all level 80. I think I'm gonna be glad I bought these. I don't care. I think these people are dumb to sell this cheap. I think.
You want an option for expeditionary epaulets of the Aurora?
What else are you selling for dirt cheap? Look, there's such good cheap stuff here. I think I'll blow out a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll act like a whale a little bit here. It's like they dumped a bunch of gold in the water, and anybody willing to swim down there willing to swim down the list is gonna get fucking mega rich. Trackers toughened shoulder guards for level 80. That's even better. I mean, I don't know about better. 545, level 79. Shin guards, their legs. Am I in male? Yeah, I'm in male, so I can wear this stuff and stuff. Yeah. A full set. I see. So no, the markets are just starting to get better. But yeah, anything super high level should not be cheap. Anything super high level should not be cheap. Like that I don't really think that's kind of too cheap. That is too cheap for that item, I believe.
You want an option for expeditionary epaulets of the Aurora?
Not in this fucking market. That's too cheap for that. That's too cheap for that. 2,000. These two are tempting, but I mean, I can't just blow thousands of gold, can I? I mean, I don't know. I guess I can. Yeah. How many of these do you have? You don't have that many because you're dumb. There's not that many of these because you're dumb. You're dumb to sell them this low. I bet you I can sell all of these for 5,000 day of launch and get them too. I guarantee it. The enchanters will just pay out. They'll just pay out. I gotta buy all this high level stuff because the enchanters will just buy all of it. Look, nobody will sell these that cheap. I don't think so. Maybe for this. What about usable? Is there usable upgrades only? Yeah, upgrades only, please. Is there anything cheap in here? Oh, yeah, look, there's an actual fucking... Well, you said usable, but 441 is so fucking cheap for that kind of eye
You want an
level.
option for expeditionary epaulets of the Fever Flare?
That's cheap. I'm gonna take it. I don't care if it doesn't resell. I'll just mill it on my enchanter just to make my money back if I need to. I have a high level enchanter here on this server. I can back myself on this investment. I can totally just disenchant all these and sell the mats day one if I don't make sale, or like day three. If I don't make sales by day 3 of these greens at like 5 times the value, I will eat my hat and I will disenchant them for the fucking mats. And the mats are going to be fucking in huge demand. So like, remember, enchanting mats the first 5 days or something like that. So I can back myself on this investment. If I can't get the liquid of selling these for 5 times what I bought them for, I will, which I would prefer, it's just pure gold. I'll just flip and disenchant the mats, which is just as fine. That's just as fine, and I get enchanting skill off of it. I have a priest on this server that she never did finish Dragonflight. Did I finish Dragonflight on anything else? No. So, it's actually debatable. I might actually need to drop the mining, but I could just drop mining for enchanting long enough to disenchant this gear. Or maybe there's some way to disenchant things, or I could pay a disenchanter. I could pay an enchanter, 200 gold for their time or whatever. Helm of the Fire Flash. Or I could just level. My rogue is an alchemist. I don't like alchemy anymore. I could just drop alchemy for enchanting and level the rogue up in like 2 days on, Radiant Echoes. That's a viable thing. If I ding 80 pretty fast. This is too much money not to be made. I'm going to buy these things. Because it's like literally an upgrade for me. Yeah, this is an upgrade for me. Maybe I better do each slot, actually. Let's just do each slot and see what we can get. These are upgrades only. You're saying level 70, but when I come and actually look at the item, it says level 80 and it's blue. That is misleading. 564, you're lying. You're lying. These are all like really high things. So what can I reach right now that actually is an upgrade? There, like this, is it this shit? I think it is this shit. So Helm of the Fire Flash is a definite upgrade for me. We will buy that, preferably with, haste and crit is fine by me. Yeah, I'll take it. Okay, there's the helm.
Expeditionary Helm of the Fire Flash.
Shoulders. Yeah, there's a nice expeditionary. Nope, level 80. Got to come down here lower. No, it doesn't look like there's anything in this range too high. I think. I mean, I'm just gonna. Yeah, too high. The chest.
A buyer has been found for your auction of Ultimate Gnomish Army Knife.
Crit and Versa. Oh, those Ultimate Gnomish Army Knives sold, huh? Crit and Versa. Level 70, is it a lie? Yeah, it's a lie. So we're looking for anything like 525 range. Yeah, there's a belt, and that will be a 10 eye level upgrade. Belt of the Peerless, which is crit and mastery. It's not my favorite. We'll come back. We're looking for haste here. Always haste mastery if we can. Belt of the Fever Flare, 474. We'll take it. We're finally seeing upgrades here. And when I ding, I'll be able to get more. Now my gear is starting to really catch up. So here's 525 legs as opposed to 515 for 425. That's verse and mast. Haste and versed. Haste and mast. We'll take this guy. Buy out.
You want an auction for Expeditionary Shin Guards of the Fever Flare.
Feet. 564. Here we go. 525 Expedition Boots of the Peerless. Crit and haste. We'll take crit and haste, yeah. Expeditionary boots. Yep, that's an upgrade. Okay, we got a resounding eye level, like 10 eye level upgrade here. It costs like 5,000 gold, but it was worth it. Just buy your way up if you can. It's the easiest, laziest way not to have any commitments. Crit and verse, crit and mast, verse and mast, trackers, chitin cuffs with 521 and random stats, 711, 3514. It's just not as good. So crit mastery, crit verse, quick blade, crit verse, haste verse, 2,000 for 558. It's a misleading item. Yeah, it's a misleading item. So we come back and we say, I don't know why Blizzard's lying now, but Blizzard is lying on the auction house. Got to be careful about it. So we sort of buy out price wrong here. Yep, there we go. 525 crit and verse. I mean, no. We'll take any haste we can get. Nope, no haste at all. Can't get haste on the belt. It's inferior. Maybe I pull something there, and it is cheap. Oh no, it's cheaper.
How can I help you?
Crit verse, crit haste, haste
looking for a new sword.
mastery. 518 with 518 is an upgrade, but it's not really worth it.
Shiri says, "What was that, Mon?" Manquick says, "I said, can I also get a bracelet? A nice one."
Crit mask.
Shiri says, "We only sell nice ones." Who's it for?
Crit verse. Crit verse. Haste verse.
Shiri says, "Good for ya. It's about time."
I believe we stay with these trackers, kites, and cuffs. It's the best that we can do. We come over. Oh, I have a blue pair of gloves now, too, 528. Okay, so we come to hands. We doubt that we see anything here. Nope. So, again, we will come and we will don this armor. This is like the veritable knight going to his, you know, his armory room and donning his new armor for the next campaign. I like the RP. I like the RP of it. It's always been good, you
You receive
know.
item. Avery spare boots of the fire flash.
I got an entire set. Or
You
I
receive
don't
item.
know.
Expeditionary Accords of the
I
Aurora.
got what I could get. Level
You receive
80.
item. Expeditionary belt of the fearless.
Level 80.
You receive item. Expeditionary Accords of the
Level
Aurora.
80. Level
You
80.
receive item. Expeditionary boots of the fever flame.
Level 80. Oh,
You
no,
receive
no,
item.
sorry. Level 80.
Expeditionary Accords of the fever
Level
flame.
80. Level 80. Level 80.
You receive item. Expeditionary helmet
Here
of
we
the fire
go.
flash.
There's my new helm.
You receive item. Expeditionary belt of the fever flare.
My
You
new
receive item. Expeditionary shinkwells of the fever
my
flare.
new waist. My new
You receive item.
legs.
Expeditionary boots of the fire flash.
And my new feet.
Expeditionary helm has been added to your appearance collection.
Okay.
Expeditionary belt has been added to your appearance collection.
And 2 more level 80s, all of which I will sell. I will sell all of these right now for 10 grand. And if any of them sell, you know, more for the sucker, you know, and if not, I'll get at least 5 on day of launch, I bet. I guarantee it. The enchanters will come in here in mass droves and they'll buy all of this. I'm not stupid. I've done this way too many times before to understand how not to pass up this money. This money's so good. So yeah, we're going up. We want to set prices here. There are 9 available at 1,000, but I don't want to sell these. I want them to sit here. Now I'll have to deposit 25 gold to do this. But I mean, yeah, but I mean that's what I want. Oh, bid price is 1 silver. Or no, I mean, what do you glitch? What is your problem here? You glitch out all the time. You're so stupid. What is your problem with this? God damn it. Buyout price 10 grand. I'm going to do all of it. Just like HyperNet. I'm just going to put these all up for a crazy price. See if anybody gambles and takes them, right?
Auction created.
Oh, I have 3 of these, which is good. 3 at 10 grand a piece. 10 grand a piece.
Auction created. Auction created. Auction created.
Gammon says, I need a new axe.
10 grand
Shirey
a
says,
piece. Look, this one I got for like 300, and I might even get the 10. I might even get the 10 grand for it today.
Shirey says, right,
Watch.
okay, what sort of XP you're looking for?
Okay, so
Gammon says, one with which I can lay waste to my enemies and defend Orgrimmar.
okay,
Shirey says,
so
so a two-handed axe then.
4,500.
Gammon says, acceptable.
No, I
I
want
must be able to protect this city.
10,000.
Gammon, will. Shirey says, save us, yes. Well, I hope the day we need saving
This
never
one's
comes if it's all the same
saying
to you.
16,000, so I'm
Auction
just
created.
gonna do what it
Gammon
told me to
says, I on the
do,
other hand will be watching, waiting.
and we're gonna say
Auction
10,000 on this. These guys are
Shirey says,
tripping
okay,
like
say
these
hi to
really
me
good
in the
high level greens. Like people will spend that
Gammon
much
says,
money. They
farewell.
will. So
Auction created.
now, what else do? We see all of these other. Oh no. See, now I want to sort armor of all kinds. Actually, no. I want to come to weapons first, and we're gonna sort by eye level, right? And if anything's high at all, for like that thing, that is insane. That is just insane. Give me that.
You want an auction for expeditionary chopper of the Aurora.
If there's anything high at all, I'm taking it for 500 gold. I'm taking it. I don't care. That guy's stupid. Look, he has no idea what he had. He sold this for 500. He had no idea what he had. He just let his mod fucking post this. He had no idea what he had. No idea at all. Fucking piece of shit MMO players. They're almost disrespectful in their disregard. It's insane. So come back to the weapons. And honestly, I don't even need any filters on this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that thing. I snatched that bitch up. I snatched that bitch up for 500. Shit, it's vendors 1/5 of the fucking of what I paid. The vendor's 1/5 of it. I won't lose that much if it doesn't sell, but it will sell more than 500. See, look, the auction is appraising this at 30,000. I kind of want to just repost it because why not? Why not? And try to set the value on these things. Yeah, why not? Why not just repost this? It's 60 gold. I'm just going to re-fucking post it and see if some idiot takes it. I think it's kind of funny. It's like, why would you sell something that high eye level, right? Why would you sell something that fucking high eye level for that cheap? That's insane. That's just what? There, 340 for 561 blades. Yeah, sort the buyout price. You're scaring me. But yeah, we'll take it. Sold.
You want an auction for expeditionary blade of the Aurora.
Weapons for that cheap? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get better.
You want an auction for
I'm gonna
expeditionary
get a lot
blade
more
of the
than this. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot more than that on come expansion day. See, I was scared of this. I was scared that the auction house is gonna suck me in for a while here. Yeah, but yep, take it. Sold. 500. Yeah, that's great. I'll take those. Oh yeah, we'll take all of these. Yeah, you don't think these will sell? I think they will. They're gonna sell for more than this anyways. They're gonna sell for more than this. I'm gonna just slap them all up for 10 grand. I don't care if they're blue. I'll put them up. I'll put them up for whatever the appraisal is, and I don't care what I don't. You know, I don't care if they don't sell. I'll sell them day of. I'll sell them in the first week. And if oh well, if I sell them for what I bought them for, oh well. But see, I wish to do some conjecture here, and I have 5 grand more. Let's see how far we can go. There's 2 more. Buyout.
You want an option for Expeditionary Blade of the Quick Blade.
See, all these other ones are like 50, like 20 grand because they know, like, no one's going to spend 20 grand, but we want to be optimistic about it, right? So it's kind of funny. They know that, like, if we set prices like this, we'll get it. It's just like the rich people in the real world. So now come back looking for any other mistakes that people might have made, like this. That's a mistake. I'm sorry, but that is just a mistake. Especially if they're blue. If they're blue, it's a fuck up. It's a fuck up because the disenchant's going to be worth more than 500 gold. It just is. It's going to be. I'll drop mining for enchanting long enough to, you know, I'll re-level mining again if I have to. But I will take Algazir or Algar, whatever the name of this expansion is. I will take Algazar, whatever the fuck it is, enchanting on my own character if I have to. But I will disenchant this stuff for far more money than I am buying it for. Like a lot more money than I'm buying for. So
you want an option for Deep Dweller's Battle Axe of the Aurora.
You gotta understand, like, the enchants, they're just, you know. Yeah, so there's a lot at this price. And I believe I maybe am starting to make a mistake buying this many. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that. I think I'm actually doing okay. I want to look for like really dumb prices now, like really dumb prices, like 100 or 300. There's a 548 blue for 500. I mean, that's kind of a dumb price, I guess. It's a wand. We'll take one of them. That's it. And what else? What do we got here? We got 558 Hatchet of the Aurora. If it's blue, it might be worth the 900, but I don't think so. We're looking for other dumb prices like that wand. That wand, man, there's 7 of them. I kind of want to take them, but I mean, they're wands. It's like, you know. Come on, show me like 10 gold, something like that. Show me like 10 gold here somewhere. Yeah. All the trade skill managers are broken, so now I can actually search the auction house with my eyes and maybe do better than them. I can do like better than them. Sometimes deals actually slide through the goddamn mod's grips now, I think. So, like, 350 is pretty fucking good for that eye level, actually. But, I mean, I don't know. Now we're getting down to the dregs. But I just want to see if I see something for, like, 10 gold, you know? Like, 10... Where does the 10 gold stuff start? See, we're starting to get there. 350. We're starting to see 10 gold stuff. But I just want to see if I see anything like that. But no. I don't see any kind of 10 gold or anything like that. No. Nobody's stupid. This seems like a little bit like half price. No, he's right at the right price, actually. 400 for a Draconium Great Mace. Its eye level is 343. Value is 400. I mean, there. What did I see? This Draconium Dirk is definitely worth more than 100. And he's got a short buyout, too. I'll take that Draconium Dirk.
You want an option for Draconium Dirk.
Later on, people will buy this. They'll buy this in a week. I'm going to repost all of this stuff. I'll just see what I get. 500 for that Spear Wand is kind of tempting. I'm inclined to maybe drop the 3 grand on all that. Because blues will give you a chance at disenchants that are better, but not wands.
You receive item, Expeditionary Blade of the Aurora. You receive item, Expeditionary Blade of the Aurora. You receive item. Deep
so we did. We caught the Dirk, but we caught this enchanted Spearwood wand, but all the rest of them are greens. I'm gonna repost these all for 10 grand and just let them sit there for a whole week until the expansion starts. I'm gonna do this every day.
You receive item. Enchanted Spearwood wand.
Sell all of these fucking.
You receive item. Draconium Duck.
Sell all of these things. Yeah, this thing. I think the appraisal is. There's 2 more available for 100. But I want 240.
Option created.
This thing you say is worth 400. I want 2,000.
Option created.
This you say is worth 591. I say 10 grand.
Option created.
You say this is worth 1,200. I say 10 grand. You see, this is what the rich people do to us in real life, and now I'm going to do it too. I've been doing it to MMO people all of my life, and if the idiots are idiots, they'll pay it. And, you know, and if they're not idiots, and you can kind of count on their idiocy. You can kind of count on it. You can count on it. And if the idiots, like, pay, they'll pay. And if they don't, I'll disenchant, and I'll sell the mats, and I'll break even.
Archmage Sunreaver says, well met.
It's fine. Especially day 2. If I disenchant on day...
says, that's what we do best. Archmage.
Literally, day 2 of expansion. Like how it's...
Says, it is a one-of-a-kind item that already exists.
Will you
I just need someone
up?
To find it.
Please, shut up.
Zenkalar says,
shut
going to be
up,
hard to find it without knowing what it is.
Shut up, you.
Text-to-speech set to disabled.
You're so annoying. Sorry, I'm learning the text-to-speech and the ins and outs of it. I'm terribly sorry. So, 5, no. I say 10 grand. 10 grand. And so notice that I only spent, you know, I think 9 grand. Like 9 grand, something like that, right? But notice I'm kind of sticking for 10 grand here. Do you see it? I'm like actually doing it. I will wait the whole week to find out if I get my 10 grand. I don't think people will pay 10 grand, but I don't know. We don't know what the demand's going to be like. We don't know. I have seen this server explode, especially around election time. This server explodes in RP furries and sex RP, and you know, this is a dirty server. M Dream is the Horde side equivalent of what's the Alliance one? I never really hung out there. It's like Fairy something or another. I can't remember the name of the Alliance RP server that's ERP, but this is the Horde ERP server that my friend Pedro drew me to. And I've seen this server. Well, it appears dead right now. In a couple of fucking days, this is going to be insane. It's going to be insane. Siggity sane. It's going to be insane. It just is. It's going to be insane. This whole place, now not this place, but the new city, Dungalore, or whatever the fuck the name of it is. That place is going to be fucking slamming, and the auction house is going to be packed full of people, and they're all going to be buying greens to disenchant so they can get their raid gear and their fucking PvP and their Mythic Plus. And I'm hoping to catch that crowd in the first 3 days. I don't expect to ever see them past, you know, the first 5 days of the expansion, but I want the true richers that are sitting around with 15 million gold and shit like that. What the fuck does somebody with 15 million gold give a shit about 10,000 gold? They don't. Not for a green. No, they don't care about that. I know, because I'm one of them. I don't care. I don't give 2 shits about 10 grand for a green. That's why I'm willing to price it that, you know? Well, oh, no, I screwed up. So, yeah, and there we go. Okay, that's all of the posting for weapons. Now we look at armor. I'm going to go move to armor, and if anything's insane cheap, I'm just buying it. Now, the appraisal on this is something off the hook nuts. You can't wear this until level 80, probably. I want the one with haste, speed. Oh, no, speed, 344 speed. 344 speed might be really fucking good, but I mean, I don't know. That's 20,000 gold. I might have to buy a Vivacity deck, maybe. We'll have to see. Brigandine of the Quick Blade. Too expensive, but boy, the eye level's good. It's almost good enough. But no, I'd say this auction actually is valued at 17, and he put it 3. He's a smart cookie. He gets at least double his money. Notice the weapons aren't cheap. Or sorry, armor is not cheap. Viable armor today is not cheap. There, see, sold. 400. 561. Sold! Mine. See, you look for gems. You just go scrolling down, looking for motherfucking gems for 400 gold. You see all these 10,000, 100,000 numbers, and then you see something for 400, and you're like, yep, sold. There we go. Cord of the Quick Blade, sold. This is the 10,000 market. Everybody thinks everything is worth 10,000 now, and I'm going to join them because I want 10,000 gold like them. I want 10,000. 350 sold. Okay. Now I have ran the risk of potentially not having enough money to get done what I need to do. So let's just stop now before this gets any worse. I don't expect to make sales for 4 days or something like that, which is going to kind of depress me, but I'm making so much money questing anyways right now that it's not really scaring me. So we come here to sell once again, and we post these things the fuck back up for 10,000. I don't think I'm gonna get that. Not for like 5 days, but in like 5 days, I bet I wake up to like 100,000 gold one day, and I'm like, ooh, 100,000 gold off of like an hour's worth of auction house work. Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, the beat's going to the motherfucking raids. This guy thinks this shit is worth 20 grand. I don't think so. I'll take the 10 and I'd be happy for it. It's weird when you're truly rich in your heart and your mind. You're just not rich in your body and reality or whatever. But when you're truly royal, majestic, and rich in your motherfucking mind, this money does not matter. It's like joke money. It's like Monopoly money to me. I don't care. Like, if you're smart at all, they leave it lying in the fucking streets. I don't care to do it in the real world, because the more that you have, the more they try to hurt you. But I mean, like, but here, like, I would love to invest an hour for 100,000 gold. Sure, I'll take 100,000 gold for an hour. Honestly, I'd rather do that than take a gift from a fucking, like, from a community member or something like Asmongold does. I would rather just sit on the auction house for an hour and try to hustle up 100,000 gold. I don't need to take 100,000 gold gift from some WoW person. I am not Asmongold. I think there was some weakness in some of the WoW circles and some corruption and stuff. When I looked at all the boosting they did during hardcore, I was like, I don't know, motherfucker. I don't know about that. I'm convinced that while he didn't buy Glad, I'm convinced he bought the friendships, kind of. Guild invites and that kind of thing, hooking them up with boosters or, that kind of thing. And that's cool, but I just never would be that corrupt of a person. I'm not taking a gift from you. This isn't about this is about me. I'm better than you or whatever. So I'll just say it outright. I'll be like, yeah, if I take your gift, like a Rust player would understand. If I take your fucking gift and I didn't earn it, that will give me a false sense of inflated self-worth that doesn't equate my skill level. So I don't need the gifts. I want to hustle idiots on the auction house for 100 grand out of their fucking WoW coin money, they're all gonna blow $50 to $100 on WoW coin money. Do you have any idea how much that is? It's like 2 million gold, and so they come in on day one with they blow like $40 on the expansion and $60 on gold, and they come in with like 750,000 gold, and they buy that 10,000 gold 576 trinket that I want, that Dark Moon card. They buy sets of greens all the way up to level 80 or whatever. I've seen them do it for 11 goddamn expansions. I've seen them do it since the Burning Crusade. They buy their gold, they GDKP, they've got all these billions of gold lying around because they stole it or bought it or boosted it or something. And like, honestly, they don't give two shits about blowing 10 grand on a green. Even for disenchanting, they don't care about that. I mean, they do, but I mean, they don't day one, because they're not after, like, they will by day 7, they'll care and they won't blow that kind of money. But in the first week, they will, because they know that they won't have an enchanter level to an enchanter or an inscriptionist, or they won't have an end game enchanter or inscriptionist that won't rob them for $30,000 of fucking spell threat or whatever. So they come to me and they buy the greens to disenchant, and that's how I have parasitically lived off of the fucking raid community and fucking Mythic Plus community and PvP community since 2015, without ever going to a raid or entering a battleground. I did do arena in Shadowlands and Legion, but I didn't in RPGs and stuff. But I did not I honestly have not been a member of the community for 9 years or something. Yeah, like 9 years since 2015 when WoW died. And like, so now I look at it and I'm like, I don't care. I'd rather take 100 grand off an hour's worth of work than actually commit to being in this community or go and try and get something or something like that. I'd rather just rob the fucking whales. I think some people have this impression that I'm a whale, probably because of my size. I don't care what you think about me. I don't buy any of this. I've spent About 10, 13 grand on MMORPGs in my lifetime. Monthlies, yearlies, buying expansions. 11 expansions at $60 a pop is not cheap. It is literally what it sounds like. It is like, $1,200 or whatever. I mean, it's just not cheap. It's just insane. It's expensive. And all the stuff that I did, all the stuff that I bought was just to get through the 23 years. I didn't buy a lot of this. I'm not fooling around with gold that I bought. This isn't gold that I bought. It's really genuinely not. Like, I just go work the auction house and I'll generate fucking transmog sales, because there is literally enough wealth to feed a real life person for the rest of their lives off of the people that care about transmog. It's been like that forever. That's how they all got ahead, is they started wheeling and dealing transmog. I did it forever. I have made I know it sounds like a lie, but I have made like 35 million gold in my lifetime. I don't know how many millions of gil, and I don't know how many billions of isk. And that stuff, it's not like big king shit endgame stuff. It is about not having commitments to other human beings and their desires and their lives taking up your time as a fucking streamer or a gamer or somebody who's trying to be across 20 different games. If you want to do it without the commitments, you must be able to become personally fucking rich. All these piece of shit Andrew Tates going up for fucking child hustling and fucking selling sex and shit like this, trafficking people, they got it wrong. All you really need to do is make sure that you have enough to get by, budget well, and understand where the whales are going to be when they come and bite, and just be the chum in the water so that you're rich. Like, you're the guy throwing the blood in the water so the sharks and the whales can eat when they decide to feeding frenzy during expansion launches and stuff like that. It's all about being there to pick up easy meat with your eyes closed. That's a Roger Waters quote from Pink Floyd off the album Animals. Song is named Dogs, I believe. Yeah, and in Dogs, he talks about capitalism and George Orwell and Animal Farm and all this. And one of the really important things about MMORPGs is understanding that, yes, sociality is there if you want it, but with the sociality comes commitment. With commitment means doing things that maybe you might want to do because it's fun, but you generally don't want to do because it doesn't generally have to do with your growth. And so there was this point where I had to make the decision to no longer be a large clan farmer and be out there with a jackhammer all the goddamn day getting wasted by Tommy kids who are fucking bored on Rust. I just had to decide not to do that. I decided not to sit in the base as a fucking roof camper trying to be a PvP or fucking triple beamer all day and doing nothing except waiting for the inevitable door camp as you cross people and piss them off. I had to decide to stop doing that. I had to stop doing the WoW raiding because, I was the last one to get the gear because I was the one who didn't need the gear. I always pulled consistent goddamn numbers no matter what my fucking gear was. And they knew it. That's how I ended up being a raid leader of 500 fucking Aussies. They knew that I didn't need that fucking gear across my 5 characters and all that shit. I never do. I'm always going to pull consistent endgame numbers, or at least try. And so they'll tell you, Cat sucks. He sucks compared to other people. He'll never be as good as other people. But he never, ever, ever was inconsistent. He definitely, it's almost like Ringo Starr. You can talk shit about me that I can't beat you in Overwatch or Rust or something like that, or Fortnite or whatever the fuck it is, but honestly, I'm Ringo Starr across goddamn 20 games, and I like Ringo Starr. He's not my favorite Beatle, but he's definitely, that'd be John, but only because John was like a prophet, Otherwise, it would have been Ringo. I am into stability these fucking days, and I don't believe George was very stable. I don't think Paul was very stable, and I don't think John was very stable. I think, I'm sure Ringo went through his cocaine addictions like all the rest of us, or whatever, methamphetamine addictions and stuff, black tar heroin. But I don't think he was the worst Beatle, because no matter what, he was consistent across 11 albums the way I'm consistent across 20 fucking games. And that makes me consistently better than you. I don't care if you think you're better than me on some piece of shit single game like Rust or Fortnite or COD or anything like that. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I try to do it at like a higher level. I try to pull in the whale money. I try to come in there, pull the legendary set with the best Diablo player in the world. I try to, I played with the best Diablo player in the goddamn world. He had better gear than the fucking, what's his name? Kriparian, right? My friend Kai Kaiser had more gear than Kriparian day 7 Diablo 3. I ran with the best Diablo 3 player in the goddamn world. This is not a fucking mistake, and he couldn't convince me to like the game because I had to chew loot all day. I had to chew his legendaries for him. He would fill my inventory with his goddamn legendaries while he would just slaughter Diablo 3 left and right, just way further than Kriparian. He was selling the most shit on the auction house. We made $3,300 day 4. Like, dude, like, I'm sorry, but we really were there. Like, and that is not a mistake. That is, I did not roll with Kaiser. Like, you know, I did not roll with Kaiser that, like, as a mistake. That was not a fucking mistake. Kaiser would have been one of the most famous fucking people in all of gaming. He should have been. He's just too modest, you know? Way too modest and way too scared. Like, scared of the social pressure. But in terms of his skill, I believe him to be the most skilled video game player in the fucking world. He used to sit there and he used to sit outside of Stormwind in Blackrock and take all comers, be Alliance or Horde. He'd be like, yeah, get on your Horde, all and fucking take me or whatever. He'd sit there on whatever the fucking meta class was of that particular day. He would play it fucking perfectly, and he would go 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 goddamn duels in a row without a loss. That's who taught me to be who I am. And I learned his ethos, which is that you always have to try. You don't ever use cooldowns unless you have to, because they're for oh shit moments. They're not for getting your standard damage. If you don't know how to do damage, that's your problem. If you don't know how to fucking kite and stay away from people, that's your problem and all that shit. And so then I took that style to other games, and I taught them in Overwatch how to goddamn roll around. Like, I swear to God, I taught them how to fucking roll around, because I had been doing Monk for fucking 4 years before Moira was ever introduced to Overwatch and shit. And I brought that style. We brought that style. Blizzard brought the style. We perfected it. I had perfected Monk like Sea-Doo. Perfected him, motherfucker, through to 1900, 2100 RBGs and shit like that. Fucking Mistweaver Monk. You know what I'm saying? The same thing as Moira. They're Moira in Overwatch. They're the same fucking thing. I'm going to get to the expansion now. It's just like these conversations, they need to happen. They are parts of the expansion. They are part of the growth. They are part of the people's, you know, corpuscling. It is all part of the process. The discussions, the people, the numbers, the rating, the people I used to roll with, ways that they used to play, the things that they taught me, how to become mid to upper tier game player across 20 different MMORPGs and maintain 20 different personal empires across 20 different fucking games, from ESO to Final Fantasy 14 to World of Warcraft to Diablo 3 to fucking Final Fantasy 11, Rust, you know, whatever the fuck it is. I don't care what expansion or game it is. It's all the same game to me. You know, it's just like okay, my friend Kaiser, he taught me the most important thing that any gamer could ever fucking teach me. These games, these online service, these live service games, they are chat engine. They are social chat engines with neat games attached. If you got caught up into it where your fucking ego needs to make you come suck dick and stand on my body and fucking teabag me for 25 minutes while I'm alt tabbed, you have let it go to your idiot brain. These games are worthless. The only thing that they are good for is they're a nice neat chat. You know, they're a good chat engine with a nice neat game attached. And if you took the game too seriously, you're the idiot. And this is how I took master, you know, jack of all trades, master of none across 20 MMORPGs. Is you just don't prioritize one. You just don't try and master more than 1 to 3 at a time. You don't try to ever fucking overdo one anymore. You always work across 3 or 5 or something like that. Your work is in 10 different places. Your people and your friends are in 10 to 20 different places. Your eggs are in different baskets. You're diversified. You're everything, right? And so I deliver the content because it needs to, you know, it should have the justice done for it. It should have the justice done to it. I will talk about it. I don't care if it sounds like some crazy fucking rant. It is true. This was my lifestyle across 11 different expansions, 23 different fucking years, Final Fantasy 11, 7 different expansions, 23 fucking years, EVE Online, 28 expansions, 23 fucking years, ESO, 23 expansions, 11 years, Final Fantasy 14, I don't know, 7 expansions, 11 years. It just goes on, you know, I don't know, Rust, you know, 5 years, 5,000 hours, you know, EVE, 5,000 hours. Fallout 76, 3,000 hours on fucking PlayStation 4 and 3,000 or whatever it is, 2,000 hours on fucking, you know, on PC. The shit just goes on. It's MMO after MMO after MMO after MMO. It never ends for me. The lifestyle will continue to grind. I want this more than Kamala Harris wants presidency. I literally do. I want this lifestyle more than Kamala Harris wants her presidency. I literally feel a burning desire for it to continue. I don't want them fucking with war. I don't want them fucking with prices of electricity or computers or chipsets or rent or anything that fucks with my MMO lifestyle. I don't want them fucking with me. I don't care. I will do anything. I will rob banks to keep it going. I will steal laptops. I will deal drugs. I don't care. I will do anything to keep the MMO lifestyle going. Understand? And so here we go. We go on to the next expansion, the next game. We're done with the talk. Let's get to the gameplay, guys. Or no, I'm sorry. Never mind. Hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. I've got to hurry up and wait. I'm terribly sorry. I could fly faster, but I don't want to. I'm going to take the scenic route, bitch. The scenic route. We're going to take the scenic route with the music and all that, you know? Get off this, you fucking idiot, Windows. Piece of shit software thief. Get off it. I didn't even press the goddamn button. Lazy. I don't have to steer. I don't have to steer. It all bears noting. It all bears recording. It all bears talking about. I don't care. It all does. It all bears talking about. The politics, the real life, it all starts to spread across the lines for me. The same pushes that I made across the games are the same push that I will make in America to free my lifestyle. I don't care if you think that I'm a weirdie for living interminably online as an MMORPG lifestyle person. I don't care if the trans people want to switch gender. I don't care if the gay people want to have marriage. I don't care if the dreamers want to have a good life. I don't care. I don't care what their lifestyle is. I don't care who they are. I want complete autonomy. I don't want you stopping me from doing any of this. I don't want harassment. I don't want your cyberbullying. I don't want your fucking hatred. I don't want you stalking me. I don't want these fucking pieces of shit acting like pieces of shit anymore. I need them to get better. I need them to be the change that they wish to see in the world. Like I'm trying to do. Trying to boil the anger down to some kind of essence of fucking Breaking Bad or something and poop it all out of my butthole, you know? I'm trying to get this toxicity out of my fucking system. I will continue to try and talk about all of this, all of it. Never been afraid to say what's on my mind at any given time of day because I'm a renegade. It's just like the Democrats blossom and the Republicans die, like my world blossoms and dies at the same goddamn time, and it's ebb and flow, back and forth, wax and wane, whatever fucking metaphors you wish to use. And I see the same stuff with the games too. Back and forth, ebb and flow. I return to WoW. I don't care what you think about it. I don't care about that. I think the FPS is a little chuggy. I think you're a little too high. We'll put shader on medium and bring you down a little. Yeah, because you kind of chugging a little bit. You kind of eating a lot of my frames a little bit for no reason. We're just going to drop it all, texture, all that shit. Yeah. Drop it all except for shader. That's it. There we are. Much better. Okay, frames wise, we're sitting at 60, and I bought a little bit of fidelity back, but I can see that trying to double the, or no, well, never mind. It's just a busy scene. Busy scene. Ooh. What's this? What's this? Shwa! like the video games, and I will go quiet for hours while I grind and all that stuff. But every once in a while, I will do my goddamn job and just, deliver content for like 2 hours straight. I don't care. Get all hyped up on goddamn goof and falls and weed and fucking, drink some Bang energy drink and fucking deliver some fucking good content. I don't care. This shit is awesome. I don't care. I don't care. I get the sense that some of these people don't like that we're returning to WoW, But I mean, why wouldn't we? That's like saying that, that's like you playing League of Legends for 20 years and then saying that you don't play League of Legends. Yep. Night Watch. Some kind of objective below. I think. You seem to want me to go over here somewheres? Okay. No, it's still too chuggy even with busy scenes and stuff. It's not getting the latency that I want. We will have to boil down. The base game quality has to go back to 10, but we're going to drop all of the shadows down. The liquid stays the same. The density stays the same. The SSAO and depth effects. Full resolution refraction, sun shafts and glare with improved sampling. Depth effects. Yeah, I want the depth effects. Oh, yeah, and the volume, the compute effects can be dropped completely. Outline needs to stay. Texture stays. Projected stays. Enabled. 10, 10, 10. Disable fidelity. Apply. And I should gain some latency. I lose a bit of fidelity. I like it when it's double rendered like that. And I feel that there's kind of like some draw on my system. Like maybe that thing's not helping. And we have to launch this. Maybe it's the BNet app. It actually might be the BNet app. I think it is the BNet app. It's the BNet app. It's always been the BNet app. It's so stupid. Okay, I guess I'll take this one since I'm standing here. Oh no. Find evidence of Zekvir within the night.
Into a bit of a mess since we last met. Some Peruvian called Zekvir wants the expedition to stop exploring this land. You know what that means. We've got to explore even more. These Order of Night cultists might have information regarding Zekvir. Let's go to Nightfall Sanctum and see what we can find out. Find evidence of Zekvir within the Nightfall Sanctum and complete the delve on any difficulty.
Sure, yeah, it works for me. Yeah, we'll take it. We need to level him, so sure, yeah. It's like any follower NPC. You gotta do your time, Works for me. I'm torn between a bigger character or a faster character, and I think it's always going to be a faster character. It's kind of annoying, but I can go bigger if I'm not doing things. But I'm doing things. There's all of the buffs except for. There we go. I think more people are playing today. That now that they saw that WoW has like 500,000 on Twitch. Oh. Yes. Oh. Yep. I wish I could buff people. Why can't I buff people like everybody else?
Alleria Windrunner. Alleria and Anduin are standing on the wall looking at Uladar, the large crystal in the sky. Text-to-speech set to enabled.
Anduin WRYNN says, I needed to see if there were really descendants of the Arathai down here. I'm the King of Storm. Anduin WRYNN says, so many human kingdoms have fallen. I needed to know if there were others. Alria Windrunner says, it was still a foolish risk. Anduin WRYNN says, you're not the only one grappling with the voices in their head. Alria Windrunner says, what have you been hearing? Anduin WRYNN says, the leader, the Emperor's vision. That prophecy that drew them here, it's the radiant song I'm hearing. Alria Windrunner says, you have been hearing the star. Anduin WRYNN says, yes, no, not really. When I saw the leader for the first time I had the vision again. It's related somehow. Anduin WRYNN says, I wish Vigor were here. He'd know what it all meant. Anduin WRYNN says, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Ulria Windrunner says, no. You're right. I wish he was here as well. We'll have to find our own answers. Anduin WRYNN says, I've gotten a look at the crystals in their key flames. It's not azurite, but it is close enough that I think they are connected. Ulria Windrunner says, then you've realized when the leader shifted for the first time. Anduin WRYNN says, the day of darkness, the same day Sargeras plunged that sword into Azeroth.
Alleria Windrunner. Alleria and Anduin are standing on the wall.
You sense a nearby spiriting GLYPH. You receive currency, resonance crystals X1.
Casper.
Cispa. This Imperial Lynx is resting. Maybe if you had something special, you could wake him.
Thank you, WoW Quest. I've liked and subbed to your channel.
Outsiders are a welcome surprise. Belladar shine on you. Surprise.
Oh, they're purring.
You sense a nearby spiriting GLYPH. You receive loot, Order of Night Propaganda. Baral in Flame says, hey, would you be willing to help me with something? I need to stay here to watch the cats.
Music is so good.
You receive loot, care and feeding of the Imperial Lynx. Care and feeding of the Imperial Lynx. Aside from our mastery of the sacred flame, an Arathai soldier's biggest advantage on the battlefield is their bonded Imperial Lynx. It is every soldier's duty to try and foster a bond with these magnificent creatures. Establish trust, spend time with your lynx daily. Cats bond with specific people, so your presence must be a constant in their life. Proud creatures, a lynx will choose an Arathai to bond to. Allow them the space and opportunity to come to you. Consistent training. Begin with simple commands and reward compliance with treats. Lynx love unrestricted hatchlings and enjoy chasing such treats before eating. Play as practice. A lynx learns the basics of warfare through play. Encourage your lynx by walking into their ambush or letting them pounce upon you. Remember to don your armor first. Command reinforcement. Pair commands with actions during play to create associations. Mock battles. Participate in staged battles to acclimate your lynx to the chaos of war. Diet. A diet rich in protein is essential. Large prey, such as shalehorn, is a lynx's preferred food. But they will happily gulp down hammerfish by the barrelful. Feeding schedule. Maintain a regular feeding schedule to establish routine and discipline. Grooming. Regular brushing will help manage shedding and reinforce bonding. Remember to deposit the brushed fur in the reclamation bin so it can be reused as fiber. Tail movements. A flicking tail indicates irritation, while a relaxed tail suggests contentment. Ears and whiskers. Forward-facing ears and whiskers signal curiosity, flattened ears mean aggression. Purring. A sign of contentment but can also indicate pain or some form of shadow curse. Be attentive to context. Remember, patience and respect are the cornerstones of training your Imperial Lynx. With time, your feline will not only be a mount but a loyal companion in arms for the glory of the Empire. Tail movements. A flicking tail indicates irritation, while a relaxed tail suggests contentment. Ears and whiskers. Forward-facing ears and whiskers signal curiosity, flattened ears mean aggression. Purring. A sign of contentment but can also indicate pain or some form of shadow curse. Be attentive to context. Remember, patience and respect are the cornerstones.
Torin Dellen. Greetings, Evoker. I can assist you in
You receive item, meaty haunch.
Torin Dellen. Greetings, Evoker. I can assist you in recovering.
You receive loot, Bismuth X3. You receive currency, Kasalga Mining Knowledge X1.
Ooh, 700.
You receive loot, Spiraled Horn. You receive loot, Store Card Leather X2. You sense a nearby skirting GLYPH. Ceaspa. This Imperial Lynx is resting. You receive loot. Recipe. Exquisitely eviscerated muscle. You receive loot. Exquisitely eviscerated muscle X2.
Oh, wow, it's a recipe for speed food. Awesome. Portion steak. I can't use this because I don't have enough level. Oh wow, you get 2600 speed. That is insane. I wonder how much money I can make with this. Oh, let's experience the meat. Can't move or I'll mess it up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this was so worth doing. Look how fast she's running. And she's got like a potion. Oh look, you can get the run speed really well now. This is my new food. So now we have to go level cooking, which I didn't want to do. And of course now spending all that money is now stupid, but I don't know. I think I've got oh, I don't know. Maybe I can just buy the food. I could sell this food and make a lot of money. I should go see if the mats are for sale. They're not gonna be for sale. I need to pull money out of the bank like right now.
You gained 23 silver, 75 copper.
Mystic Birded says, I feel like I lost an eighth of something.
I don't know what to do. I don't think I have enough money, but I guess I'll go look. Is there a bank here? No. This is not a town. It's weird, but it's not. Well, okay. Now we go and fuck around with that, I guess. At least now I have a goal. I haven't had a monetary goal, but now I do. Getting on top of that food is really good, you know. Let's go look at the... Oh, I said here. I fucking forgot. Damn it. I'll have to go back to Dalaran.
Loot specialization set to devastation.
Okay, got to Dalaran.
Loot specialization set to devastation.
Maybe I'll make room for WoW on my C drive, I guess. I think when this gets boring, I'll go back to hardcore. I know better, but I'm going to try a different tactic where I don't even take quests at all. I don't want to take quests. Quests get you killed.
With specialization set to devastation.
Insufficient power.
Jorgub seems a little tipsy from the Riptide brew.
Oh, you can't? Can you do a ice mining laser? So harvester. Oh, I see the difference. Okay, I see. So I have to get 2 ice mining lasers. Lasers and harvesters. Lasers. Ah, okay. So then what was the other one? Is it the endurance? The endurance, right? Yeah, I want to go out as something a little bit less or I think I already have an endurance actually. There it is, greased ice. Board ship. Ice mining laser 2. You can't fit a second one. No.
There is already something in that location.
Oh, look, it's got a drone bay. How much is this? Yeah, it's 60 million. That's fine. That's great. Yeah, but what's the hold on it? Was it 5,000? It's not too good. Oh, no, it's 20,000. Faded volatile ice. Wow.
You are now away. AFK.
I'm just going to destroy that directly.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
The blank, your blank ate that. Wait, you're just gonna fizzle spells. Fuck it. Get through the shield first. There it is.
Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
June, no, that. I went to the wrong portal room here. I had to get back to... I need to set back to Dornagal, because, and I'd rather travel out, because I didn't know where the city was, but now I do. Caverns of Time, Shatra, Dornagal.
Autopilot jumping.
I shall make some passive money over the next couple of weeks in endurance.
Specialization set to devastation.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Which is a 50 mil investment. And that's fine. I can buy like 5 of these right now. And it's good. You know, if somebody fucks with me, they fuck with me. I'm going to orbit.
Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
Am I here? No, I'm not here. You just didn't take me to where I wanted to go. Wait, what? Okay. Wait, Mitsolin. Why did you take me to Mitsolin? I told you Elenaya. That's 10 jumps away, you fucking idiot. You
Autopilot engaged.
took me to the wrong one. Whatever. Do I have to go through Lydiora? Still I do, but it's fine.
Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Those ultimate gnome
You gain
knives.
171 gold, 15 silver, 53 copper.
Rodish. Another out.
You gain 66 silver, 75 copper.
Approaching Stargate.
Oh, look how fast she runs.
Autopilot jumping.
Rodish. Another outlander from the beat.
Dornable is now your home.
Rodish. Another outlander from the...
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
I am attempting to buy the materials. Oh, I have to go figure out the cooking trainer.
Autopilot jumping.
Delver's dirigible.
Oathsworn Peacekeeper. What are you looking for, Outlander? Oathsworn Peacekeeper. What are you looking for, Outlander? Oathsworn Peacekeeper. Which profession trainer are you looking for?
Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
Yeah, time to get back to work, I guess. Wow. The war within
Autopilot jumping.
cooking fishing guide.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
Oh god, I have to buy hats and all kinds of stuff.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Basically beef.
Approaching Stargate.
Oh good, it's cheap. Look. $170
Autopilot
basic beef.
jumping.
$170 basic beef.
You want an option for basically beef. X170.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive
Portioned
active.
steak. $634. That's expensive. So we'll go as far as we can with that. Portion steak and spiced
Approaching
meat
Stargate.
stock. Okay, spiced meat stock.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to
Hello
Stargate.
there.
Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
Radish. Another Outlander from...
Autopilot jumping.
Oh, there we go.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping.
Oh, I didn't loot the mailbox. Oops.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
You receive item. Basically beefs 170.
Approaching Stargate.
You receive item. Portion steak. You receive item. Portion steaks 4. You receive item. Portion steaks 2. You receive item. Portion steak. You receive item. Portion steaks 5.
Autopilot jumping.
You receive item. Portion steaks 3. You receive item. Portion steaks 4.
Autopilot disabled.
You receive item. Portion
Waypoint
steaks 4.
reached.
You receive item. Portion steaks 3. You receive item. Portion steaks 2. You receive item. Portion steak. You receive item. Portion steaks 6. You receive item. Portion steaks 3. You receive item. Portion steaks 4. You receive item. Portion steaks 4. You receive item. Portion steaks 3. You receive item. Portion steaks 2. You receive item. Sliced meat stocks 2. You receive item. Sliced meat stocks 5. You receive item. Sliced meat stocks 3.
Warp drive active.
You receive item. Sliced meat stocks 3. You receive item. Sliced meat stocks 2. Item. Sliced meat stocks 5. You receive item. Sliced meat stocks 4. You receive item. Sliced meat stock. You receive item. Sliced meat stock. You receive item. Sliced meat stocks 3. You receive item. Sliced meat stocks 2. You receive item. Sliced meat stocks 2. You receive item. Sliced meat stocks 4. You receive item. Sliced meat stocks 5. You receive item. Sliced meat stocks 5. You receive item. Sliced meat stock. You receive item. Sliced meat stocks 2.
You have learned how to create a new item. Party food.
You receive item. Sliced meat stocks 5.
The capacitor is empty. The capacitor is empty.
You have learned how to create a new item. Pro Wigabop. You have learned how to create a new item. Flash Fire Fillet. You have learned how to create a new item. Marinated tenderloins.
You receive item. Kasalgatama Talks 100. You receive item. Granulated spices 30. You create marinated tenderloins. 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 You create marinated tenderloins.
You have learned how to create a new item. Exquisitely eviscerated muscle.
All it is portion steak. I'm gonna make so much money. I'm gonna make so much money. Sorry. All it is portion steak. This is the cheapest recipe, and it's gonna make me so much money, I think. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna go see what the price is on the recipe. Maybe I should just buy the food. But anyway, I want my own ability to make it. So, wow, this was so cheap. This exquisitely eviscerated muscle. So, twined herbs. I need... oh god, I'm gonna need a lot of granulated spice, like 100 granulated spice and 100 twined herbs.
You receive item. Granulated spices 100.
We'll buy 200 of that,
You receive
actually.
item. Twined herbs 200.
Another 100 of it, just so we have enough to...
You receive item.
do
Granulated
that.
spices
So now,
100.
the actual material for the food is the only food I care about, so... Now we replace this old food, which is seafood medley, with this new food, which is exquisitely eviscerated muscle. And we're going to cook this now, and we're going to make money off of it, hopefully, unless the bots have ruined the market, which is something that I have to go determine. So portion steak is something else that I need to make. So I will need basically beef. That's good, though. I can mass produce this, so we're going to go buy a whole bunch more portion steak. But let's go look, before I produce a bunch of... Well, I'm gonna produce the stuff that I made already. That's good, because that'll do me for today, and I can get on about my business. But yeah, we'll go take a look at the pricing of it. If it's expensive,
exquisitely eviscerated muscle. You create exquisitely eviscerated muscle.
if it's expensive,
You create
I'll make like 1,000 of them.
You create exquisitely
I'll
eviscerated
buy
muscle.
out the market, and I'll
You create
just
exquisitely
throw all
eviscerated
of
muscle.
this food up.
You create exquisitely eviscerated muscle.
When they
You
see
create
the
exquisitely eviscerated muscle.
when they see the haste on it, they'll go crazy. So they see the speed on it, they're gonna go crazy. Yeah, like look how fast she moves between the potions, the charge file of alacrities, and the food speed. Look at her run speed; it's actually fucking nuts. Like, and if you add something else into it, look how fast I'm actually fucking moving. It's actually kind of hard to keep up with me, honestly. I love that. I'm fucking moving so fast. So let's go buy... Oh, I have to go to the bank. Yeah, the fucking bank. Where's the bank at in this place? Bank. Oh, the treasury. Yeah, this is it. So I need out of my warband bank. Excuse me. I want to withdraw 10,000 gold. This will be my seed money on my hustle if the bots haven't ruined it. But the bots probably ruined it, honestly. It's okay. The bots have probably already ruined this hustle. That might be good for me. It means I can just buy a lot of it. We'll see. It's good either way. Either I can make a lot of money, or yeah. See, the bots have not ruined it. They have not ruined it. No. But they have definitely devalued it. So, but it's a lot cheaper to make it yourself than it is to, and I can contend with them, and I'm going to contend with them. So, what's the other material? It's like, oops, sorry. It's really cheap to make this. It's portion steak. So we go looking for that, and then stuff that you buy off the vendor. Portion steak is the cheapest fucking cooking mat that there is. So how much of this can I buy? 200 is like $13.50. So let's buy 1,000 portion steak. That's 67. Yeah, sure. 67.71, I think. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think so. And I'll just get in and I'll contend with this dude. I'll contend with him. Each day I'll go a gold cheaper, and I'll make like however much of this I can make, and I'll use it all. I'll use it all. I don't care. So yeah, I don't know. That was a lot of money to invest, but I don't care. It's all right. So gonna fight the bots and lose, but that's all right. So yep. Open all.
You receive item. Portion steaks 200.
I don't know. I'm just
Portion
gonna buy like
steaks
2
200.
more stacks of food and stuff.
You receive item. Portion steaks 200.
Whatever it is, it was like twine.
You receive item. Portion steaks 200.
I forget what it was. It was like.
You receive item. Portion steaks 200.
It was twined herbs. I'm gonna buy 200 more of them. 200.
You receive item. Twined herbs 200.
And granulated spices. 200 of them.
You receive item. Granulated
Turn on
spices
the
200.
music. And get to cooking. Get to cooking. Oops, no, wait. Change visage. And make as many of these as you can. Look, I'm limited by granulated spices. I'm gonna buy another stack of stuff.
You receive item. Twined herbs 200. You receive item. Granulated spices 200.
This will also power level my cooking, which is never bad. It's not bad, you know. Maybe the top feast will make me money, and I can fish up feasts or just buy the mats and use them. Okay, 53 exquisitely eviscerated mussels. And I guess I should look into secret sauce and hot honeycomb. Secret sauce and hot honeycomb. Let's go see. Before I finish, I'll take a look at whichever one is cheaper. Secret sauce and hot honeycomb. Secret sauce is not for sale. Hot honeycomb is for sale. It's extremely expensive. For one use for each. That's so exorbitantly expensive. I want to buy one just to see what the difference is.
You want an option for hot honeycomb. X1.
And there's no secret sauce at all. So I bought one honeycomb just to see. I'm going to cook here. Because I got all the mats I need. No, I need a mailbox. Oops.
You receive item. Hot honeycomb.
Okay. Gonna put down a fire. First, I'm going to add one hot honeycomb. Multi-craft chance is 34%. Oh, yeah, and I guess I need... Oh, I need to buy these things that they were telling me about. It's, I'm going to come back. I'm done with this guy, but I do need to know the gear that I need. Weaver cloth... Chef hat. Chef hat. 346. I'll take it for cheap. I'm not too interested in...
You want an option for Wilder Cloth Chef's hat.
Okay. Artesian chef's hat. Oh, burnt rolling pin. Oh, and an inscribed rolling pin. Okay, chef hat and rolling. The 346 rolling pin. Or I can go higher. I can go higher, but I can't. I have to go cheaper. So, there we go. Buy out. This doesn't give me cooking skill, but it does give me crafting speed and resourcefulness.
You want an option for Chef's smooth rolling pin.
Alright, well, I did what I should have done, which is fine.
Oath sworn peacekeeper.
You receive item, Wilder Cloth Chef's hat. You receive item, Chef's smooth rolling pin.
Okay, let's see what Hot Honeycomb will do for me now.
You create exquisitely eviscerated muscle X3.
It's not worth it.
You create exquisitely eviscerated muscle. 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 You create exquisitely eviscerated muscle.
Text to speech set to disabled.
Okay, now I have 60 exquisitely eviscerated muscle. I'm going to cut out 20 of them. And I'm going to sell the other 40. $49.99. Total price is $3 grand. I need to go to the bank, which was oh no, is that no, that's the auction house. I need the bank, which is Okay, that deals with my money hustle. I think. Yeah, it does. I think it does. I've got a money hustle now, and then I'll also probably do the giant fish feast, but I've got to level all that up slowly. Oh, I can make more of it. I just need more spice, I guess. Wait, why am I not making more of this? I can make a lot more of it. Oh, I just have to buy more stuff? Okay. That's okay. Oh, cool. You can just cycle through what possible music can play. I didn't know that. Oh, look, I can make a ton more. Look, she's got a chef hat on. Excuse me. They've been so respectful with the food. I love this music. Oops. Oops, wrong way.
Hello there. Well,